remember somebody else. That's what Christ wants us to do. Not to be tight and stingy. He says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. The third thing this text says, not only are we vessels, not only should the overflow touch other lives, but also says that only Jesus alone can satisfy our deepest needs and our deepest longings. One of the names of God is El Shaddai, and that means all-sufficient one, or the one who is enough and more than enough. It pictures a mother breastfeeding her child, and everybody knows that what that baby needs is in mama's milk, not Similac or Carnation. But yet our culture is embracing substitutes. You think about America. 6% of the world's population uses in excess of 50% of the world's drugs. We spend billions on entertainment, and yet we are miserable. A pill to wake us up in the morning, a pill to put us to sleep. Listen to the lingo. Crack addicts say they're going to get a rock, but they don't know Jesus is the rock that won't roll nor crack. Heroin addict says, I'm going to get a fix. He does not realize how messed up he is on the inside. And our landscape is littered by people who don't know what to do. But Jeremiah talks about people who shoot out for themselves sisters that are broken, that cannot hold water. Now, sometimes church folk can take God for granted. Now, brothers, you remember when you were courting your wife? How you hold the door open? Walk on the outside so she wouldn't get hit by a car. If she sneezes, oh, you got a cold, baby. But as time passes, she lucky if you don't run off and leave her. You might want to trade in, get a younger model. And if she sneezes, woman, don't give me them germs. In other words, for many, as B.B. King would say, the thrill is gone. Our thrill has become a chill. But no matter what, Jesus supplies. And Jesus says, I've come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. Fourth thing this text says, only Jesus can satisfy. Let the overflow touch other vessels. Remember, we're just vessels. But then you have to watch what you get in your cup. Now, I know I'm in New Orleans, and this is not a put down, but this is the party capital of the world. And I'm going to say this, not y'all, but we'll party at the top of a hat, and sometimes drop the hat. And I'm sure, let's keep it real, as you go to parties, folk, you know. They talk crazy. Sometimes they talk crazy when they're sober, but you know it's some stuff in that cup. And so you have to guard what gets in your cup. And sometimes church folk let the wrong stuff get in the cup. You see, if one chases everything in a pair of pants and a dress, his cup is full of lust. If one has no zeal for Bible study and prayer meeting and evangelism and the work of the Lord, then your cup is filled with laziness. And if one is too stingy to tithe, 1 dime for every dollar, don't squeeze that dollar till it hollers. You see, when you look at this election, the Gingrich crowd's cup is full of bigotry and racism. And somebody asked me, what you think about Newt? I said, I'm scared, because remember his last name is Grinch, or close to it. And he's the Grinch that you put him in. He's not going to only steal Christmas, he's going to steal Easter, 4th of July, Mother's Day, Father's Day, and everything in between. Don't you put that crowd in office. You see, the measure of your religion is how much time and how much you give financially. Now, let me say this. Money ain't no problem for black folk nowhere but church. When we party, now, you know, ain't against white folk, but there's a difference in a black party and a white party. White folk gonna have potato chips and cookies and Lord knows, you know, knickknacks. Black folk, when we throw down fried chicken and baked ham and chitlins and greens, and we gonna have Crown Royal and Bud Light. Keep it real. Some of y'all right now planning Mardi Gras and Super Bowl, and you're going to spend a whole lot of money. But when it comes to church, we got that Baptist dollar. Now, there's a story of the dollar bill and the $5 and the $10. And they had a conversation in somebody's wallet. And the $10 bill got to bragging. I've been to Paris and London and Cairo and Rome and Paris and Sydney and Tokyo and Los Angeles. 5 said, well, I didn't leave the country. I went to New York, D.C., Baltimore, New Orleans, Phoenix, Los Angeles, Seattle, Florida. Poor dollar just said, I've been to New Zion, St. Stephen's, First Emmanuel, Greater Mount Calvary, First House of Prayer, St. Charles Baptist. Listen, if you can't do nothing with $1, how in the hell do you expect the church to do something with $1? And you come here raising hell with Pastor Gordon and officers on what they doing with the money. Listen, if black folk in this country would tithe, we wouldn't have to worry about the Gingrich crowd and the Romney crowd. We could take care of our own. You see, Paul says, be not drunk with wine, but be filled with the Spirit. Now, when you're drunk with the Spirit, you don't get a hangover, you get a hang-on. Because when you feel like you ain't going to make it, look like the Holy Ghost kind of get a witness of breathe on you and give you, and put venom in your limbs and pepper in your step and get the bulk out your own and say, run on a little while longer. And fifth, wet my whistle. Fifth, to say God gives free refills. Watch what's in your cup. Let the spillover touch other vessels. Remember that only Jesus can sure enough make the good times roll and satisfy. And we are vessels. But the good news is the God I serve and the God you serve is a God of hospitality in a world of hostility. Listen to what David says. My cup runneth over. And I remember when I was a waiter at the Fairmont, there was an old waiter that taught me the ropes. He said, son, if you want to get a good tip, just keep smiling and keeping the water glass full and the coffee cup full. And you know, when I go to a restaurant, before I leave a tip, I look at how the guest treated me. If he or she smiled and kept my iced tea glass full and would ask me if everything is all right, then I would give him or her a good tip. Well, my brothers and sisters, we're in a mean world. And we feel sometimes that God is on vacation, running around Saturn or resting on Venus. But I stop by to tell you that the God we serve is a God of hospitality in a world of hostility. You see, beloveds, look at the last verse. Verse 5, thou anointest my head with oil. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies, and my cup runneth over. You see, God gives us free refills. You see, when you go to McDonald's and Burger King and Taco Bell, you see, you can take your cup. Now, before I leave the thought here, some of us are like a paper cup. We're easily crushed. Some of us are like a plastic cup. We bounce back when the world puts us down. And some of us are like crystal. We're fragile, sedately, and sophisticated. Well, no matter what you are and who you are, you need a free refill. You see, I'm so glad that every time I look, God is giving us a free refill. Did he wake you up this morning? It was a free refill. Has he made a way out of no way? It was a free refill. Did he put health and strength when the doctor told you to make out your will and the doctor is dead? It was a free refill. Did he put food on your table? It was a free refill. Did he put clothes on your back? It was a free refill. And I'm a witness, he'll help you send your kids to college. That's a free refill. Oh, my brothers and sisters, he dried my tears every time I cry. That is a free refill. And you know something else? Refills come in many flavors. Love is a free refill. Faith is a free refill. Hope is a free refill. Long suffering is a free refill. Faith is a free refill. Patience is a free refill. And grace is a free refill. But before I take my seat, let's have an interview with King David. David, you say you prepare the table before me in the presence of my enemies. What do you mean? David would say, you got to understand that when I was pursued, or when you got chased after by your enemies, you could steal away to the desert sheep's tent, and he would wine you and dine you while your enemies looked on. But then you got to understand that, yes, you see, when an enemies came in, the Lord